Welcome to today's learning. I am Dr. Pondiselvi, working as an assistant professor in history education, Loyola College of Education, Chennai. The content that is going to be discussed today is taken from B.Ed program regulated by TNTU Semester 1, Course 5. The subject code is BD1H High. Today we are going to discuss about Unit 1 content from the Pedagogy of History. First, we are going to see about nature of pedagogy of history. History is considered queen or mother of social sciences. It can also be understood as a branch of knowledge that records and explains past events. It is derived from the Greek word historia, which means information or an inquiry about to finding the truth. Let's see the nature, scope and aims of history one by one. History is the study of man. It is concerned with man in time and space. It explains the present with the context of past. So, continuity and coherence plays an important role understanding the entirety of history. It is the story of the growth of human consciousness from the evolutionary capacity to present day context. Coming to the scope of history is from local to national and from national to international. The knowledge of the child should not be limited to the events of his own country. It should be extended to the study of history of other countries because the events and the problem of a particular country are sure to affect the whole world. Coming to the aims, the aim of history helps promote self-understanding. It gives a proper conception of time, space and society. It enables the pupils to access the values and achievement of their own age. History teaches tolerance by understanding different narratives. In practice, development of memory, imagination and reasoning power is developed through history. Let's move on to the objectives, need and importance of teaching history. Based on knowledge, the pupil should acquire knowledge of terms, concepts, facts, events, symbols, ideas, conventions, problems, trends, personalities, chronology and generalizations, etc. related to the study of history. According to understanding, the pupil should develop an understanding of terms, facts, principal events, trends, etc. related to the study of history. In critical thinking, the subject should enable the pupils to make decisions, develop curiosity and engage in further research. Based on practical skills, the subject should help pupil to develop practical skills like subject analysis and interdisciplinary research. With respect to interest, the subject should help the pupil develop an interest on their own. This includes outside the classroom context as well. Coming to need and importance of teaching history. History helps us to understand people and societies. It has importance in our personal lives as well. History contributes to moral understanding through actions and consequences of past. It provides identity for the self and of the whole, the country and the whole world. It builds national integration when we learn about the values shared by our past leaders and people. It transmits the culture and heritage to the next generation with its repository of records. Finally, we are going to discuss about values of teaching history, which includes 9 values. Let's see one by one briefly. The disciplinary value. It quickens and deepens understanding, gives an insight into the working of social, political, economic and religious problems. The second one is informative value. History is a wonderful treasure house of information and can offer guidance for the solution to all human problems pertaining to science and art, language and literature, social and political life. History shows us the roots without uprooting the tree. The third one is educational value. History has unique value and importance because it is the only school subject which is directly and entirely concerned with the behavior and action of human beings. The imagine of the children is developed through the teaching of history. The fourth one is ethical value. History is important in the curriculum because it helps in the teaching of morality. Through it, a child comes close to the valuable thoughts of saints, reformers, leaders, important persons and sages. The children get inspired by the life stories of these great leaders. Fifth one is cultural value. It is essential that one should understand the importance of his or her own cultural and social values. We should also develop attachment towards our cultural heritage. History helps us understand our present culture. The sixth one is political value. History is regarded to be the past politics. It stands as a beacon of hope when some nation is overcast with dark clouds. This is extremely necessary for completing the political and social sciences. The seventh value is nationalistic value. History teaching renders an effective service in imbibing the young minds with sense of patriotism. It is through history alone that an Indian child comes to know of the various deeds performed by various patriots. The finally, eighth value is internationalistic value. History shows the dependence and interdependence of nations, which is the root of internationalism. The last value is vocational value. History has its vocational value. There are several openings for persons well qualified in the subject. They can get jobs of teachers, librarians, archivists, curators of museums, secretaries of institutions, social service workers and political journalists, etc. Dear students, hope the content delivered today gave you an idea about what is history, its aims, objectives, needs, significance and values of teaching history. Thanks for watching this e-content patiently. Believe it served its purpose.